Wakata Yahweh, Wakata Yahweh Shah, Wakata Yahweh, Wakata Yahweh Shah, Wakata Yahweh, Wakata Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Kakadash, is your Akim and Good Zeal. I just seen the news feed right here from New York Post. It's the 29th, 2021, 10:16 a.m. It's talking about Halloween solar flare headed for Earth could disrupt power grid. So there's brothers, that's the brothers that know that Esau's agenda is to knock out or disrupt power. You know, have these pockets of blackouts or possibly a nationwide blackout at one point. So there's brothers that's putting information out there from certain insiders that leaked out this information that Esau Edom has plans to, disrupt people's power. You know, it's all by design, but I'm going to read some of this article. It says, the sun launched a massive solar flare yesterday that's headed in Earth's direction, the largest storm since in the current weather cycle. The volley of radiation may trigger the northern lights if it collides with our atmosphere and could cause major issues for power grids, experts suggest. NASA Solar Dynamics Observatory, which tracks the sun's activity, captured an image of the event at 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday. It has already caused a temporary but strong radio blackout in parts of South America, according to the U.S. Space Weather Prediction Center. The flare is the result of a coronal mass ejection, a huge explosion of plasma from the sun's outer layer called the corona. So I'm gonna skip down. I don't plan to read the entire article. I'm gonna skip down to this right here. Higher numbers designate more intense flares. NASA logged in X28 in 2003, though an X1 is still a significant eruption. The flare is expected to hit Earth over the weekend, meaning it could land on Halloween. So it could be a possible, nationwide blackout, or it could be, pockets of blackouts throughout the U.S. That's what they're predicting. And this is their so-called, scapegoat or red flag to possibly fool the mass in fulfilling their agenda, because there's brothers putting information out, as I stated earlier, that there are insiders leaking this information out, that's one of their agenda is to knock out the electricity. So it continues on. Dr. Tamithia Sobak, if I'm pronouncing her name correct, a space weather physicist, said on Twitter, a direct hit for Halloween. The solar storm launched during the X flare today is indeed in Salakia. The solar storm launched during the X flare today is indeed Earth directed. NASA prediction confirmed impact by early October 31st. So this could happen on this demonic holiday that most people, celebrate on Halloween. But I'm just looking at this. Well, actually, I'm just putting this information out to warn the masses that and the ones that are in the know that this could possibly happen. Let me go back down. I think there was one key that yeah, let me go further up in here. It says, I'm gonna start right here where it says at the top. In a blog posted, NASA said that the significant flare has been classified at X1. Flares are ranked by letter, with the biggest labeled as X class and the smallest flare are A class. So this right here is labeled the X class. It says, so this is pretty much one of the biggest solar flares, according to ESA's, scientists or physicists. This is one of the biggest solar flares that they ever seen, and this can possibly do what, or this is probably a red flag or a scapegoat to pretty much fool the masses and fulfilling what their agenda is, or possibly it could be true. I'm not a physicist, I'm not a quote scientist, but I know that there's information regarding light outages as one of their plans. So this could be, what they call a drill to see the reaction for the people. Because just like Biden said, prepare for a dark winter, or this could be it. So, I don't attend for this lesson to be long, but if you want to read the article, it said New York Post, Slocky. And let me see if it's anything else in the article worth reading at the moment. Let me read this right here. In the past, large solar flares have wreaked havoc on our planet. In 1989, a strong solar eruption shot so many electrical charged particles at Earth that the Canadian province of Quebec lost power for 9 hours, as well as causing issues for our tech. They can cause harm to astronauts working on the International Space Station, either through radiation exposure or by intensifying with interfering with mission control communications. The Earth's magnetic field helps to protect us from the more extreme consequences of solar flares. So it seems like this, from this article, there is one that happened in 1989 that knocked out, the power in the Quebec province of Canada for 9 hours. So that was out of power for 9 hours. This happened in 1989 according to this article. So being that this is the strongest one, is labeled an X, the strongest one they ever experienced, according to the article, or ever seen. There's no telling how long this power may go out, if it does go out. According to the article, they say this is a possibility. So it's just an informative lesson, just to pretty much, warn the masses. I don't really have a scripture for this, but shalom, and till the next time, Lord willing, I'll be back with some more informative information to feed the flock. Shalom, Rockathon.